Hey, what's going on there, guys? Cloud of Truth here with some more Medal of Honor Warfighter gameplay, and today I've got a round of Team Deathmatch on Somalia Stronghold, I believe this map is called, and I am using the Spec Ops with the HK MP7, and this round was recorded during the day of release. This is my last match of the night, and it turned out to be pretty good, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this. It's not anything spectacular, but it's actually pretty good gameplay considering this was on the very first day of release, so I'm still figuring everything out. And actually, since the probably first 2 days of playing this game, I have moved away from the Spec Ops class, and I've actually been using the Point Man class a lot. And I really, really love the Point Man class. Spec Ops class is still a very good class, don't get me wrong. It's very easy to use starting off. The weapons are great for close quarters. The speed of it is nice, and Spec Ops Vision on top of that makes it very, very good. However, the Point Man class really attracted me to it. For one, I really like the weapons. The F88 and the AK-103, which you unlock a little bit later on, are fantastic guns, especially the AK. Absolutely love using that gun. Another thing is you have an 870 pump-action shotgun as your sidearm as opposed to the little wimpy pistols that most other classes get, although the snipers G18 is incredibly good in close quarters, just like the 870. So another reason why Point Man is definitely a viable class to use, because that shotgun really does pack a punch in close quarters. And finally, there's support actions, and especially the first one. The first support action the Point Man gets is a UAV, which is vital to any first-person shooter. Having that knowledge, intelligence of where the enemy is will give you any advantage in a round or even a gunfight. It's so vital to have, and the Point Man class gets it to start off, which is really, really good. But what I want to discuss with you guys today is why I'm enjoying this game, why it's a lot of fun for me, and just kind of some reminders to maybe those of you that played the game and didn't like it, played the game and loved it, even if you thought it was just meh, okay, wasn't too great, or if you're still on the fence deciding if you want to buy it or not, or even if you're picking it up tomorrow. I just want to give you guys one main reminder about this game, and that is the fact that this is Medal of Honor Warfighter. I guess I say more specifically as opposed to 2010, but this is Medal of Honor Warfighter. This is not Battlefield Bad Company 2, this is not Battlefield 3, this is not Call of Duty Black Ops, this is not Modern Warfare 3, this is not Halo, this is not Crysis, this is not Team Fortress 2. This game has its own identity, its own game style, and its own unique feel. And just keep that in mind when you're jumping into this game. If you take the mindset of a different first-person shooter that you love and enjoy into this game, thinking that it's either going to be like that game you love, or you take the same play style and the same understanding of how game mechanics work into this game, it's not going to be the same. This game has got different game mechanics than any other game out there. It handles different, it feels different, even from that of Medal of Honor 2010. And Lord, I put like 400 hours I put into that game. And this game feels a lot different from Medal of Honor 2010, as well as every single other game out there. So if there's some game mechanic that you don't like, something you don't enjoy, that's fine. Look guys, I'm not saying that you have to love this game and has to be your favorite first-person shooter. If you don't like this game, that's fine. You don't have to play it. Don't feel like I'm forcing you all to play this game. If you don't enjoy it, okay, that's fine. Not all games are meant for everybody. I mean, good lord, look at the fight all the time between the Call of Duty and the Battlefield guys. Battlefield players love Battlefield, Call of Duty players love Call of Duty. It's that simple. If you don't like the game, you don't have to play it. It's there for you and your enjoyment, and if there's something about the game that really ticks you off and makes you mad, that's fine. Don't have to play the game. You can go back to whatever you're playing. I'm just saying that if you enter this game with the mindset of how it plays, like the old first-person shooter you really enjoy, it's not going to be like that, and you're going to be disappointed. So just remember, guys, keep an open mind when entering this game, and even if you played it for 30 minutes and you didn't like it, I would encourage you, just stick with it a little bit longer, because this game really does have a very steep learning curve that's, once you kind of get your head wrapped around, obviously I haven't mastered it yet. I've played not nearly the amount of time to really get a grip on really how this game handles, how it flows, or even do any kind of review. This is not a review on this game. I won't do that until probably November would be probably the earliest, just because I want to really give this game some time, wrap my head around what it has to offer before I bring any kind of review. But once again, I'm just kind of reminding you guys to keep an open mind when jumping into this game and just be willing to accept anything. And if you really don't like this game, you play it for a while, that's fine. You don't have to play this game. And especially for me, coming from playing Battlefield 3 a lot. Played Battlefield 3 more than I have 2010. And it could have been easy for me to just disregard this game because it didn't play like Battlefield. You know, oh, this game's not like Battlefield. I can't play it the same. I could have just said, nah, I don't want to play this game. But no, I entered this game with an open mind, and sure enough, I'm enjoying myself because I just was willing to see what this game had to offer. And for me, this is really what's made an enjoyable experience, which is what I want to talk to you guys about now. Getting on to a little bit better topic. So what is it about Medal of Honor Warfighter that I enjoy so much? Why am I having a lot of fun when playing this game? Well, there's a few reasons why that this game is so much fun for me. And first one, I kind of put two of these together. And the first thing is that it is a fast-paced shooter, which I do enjoy. Sometimes I do like to play fast-paced shooters. As you guys know, Medal of Honor 2010 was a relatively fast-paced shooter that was fun for me to play. I enjoyed it. I enjoy having the speed in the game, having my blood pumping, just being a little bit more intense. That's fun for me. Also, this game rewards teamwork and emphasizes it almost to the degree of BF3. It really puts a huge reliance and emphasis on teamwork. If you're not playing as a team, especially in objective-based game modes, generally you're not going to win unless the players you're playing with are just outstanding and they're extremely good. But for the most part, you're going to need teamwork to win. And having that with a fast-paced shooter that gets my blood pumping is so much fun for me to play. I really enjoy that about this game because it allows me to just play more aggressively but smart at the same time. It's like a sprint and stop kind of game for me. It's like you can run around, be aggressive, but at the same time, you got to be tactical, you got to be smart, or else you're not going to win. And when you do that, when you play smart, play tactical, this game really does reward you, and that's so much fun for me. Another thing is I actually really enjoy the gunplay, and some guys are not a fan of the gunplay. I actually like it. I feel like I have a chance in almost every gunfight. Now, obviously, if I'm running out in the open, there's a guy behind cover who's shooting at me first, and I try to return fire, I don't expect to win that gunfight. But for the most part, I actually like the gunfights, or the gunplay in this game. I feel it's pretty straightforward, and there's nothing like suppression that there is in Battlefield 3, which I'm not a huge fan of. It really, for me, it makes me rage at the game because there's sometimes I'm shooting at a guy, and when I'm suppressed, I can't hit him. And this game, I feel like my bullets actually go on target. Now, some people say, oh, the recoil's, too much. There's too much spread on these guns. Well, really, it just boils down to learning how to control and master these weapons. This game is not a full auto, hold down the trigger all the time. It's not like a single shot burst. For me, I found it's just more of a burst fire. But that's something I'll talk about later on down the road. We get into more kind of strategy, different things. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me your thoughts as to why you're enjoying or not enjoying Warfighter below. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.